As Willie Nelson says, we're on the road again. This time I'm headed to Sheridan, Arkansas to do a bathroom remodel for some good friends of mine. Should be there in about 4.5 hours and get that party started. And then after that, I'm going to head straight to Bristol, Tennessee to do a bathroom for another friend of mine. So let's see how this thing goes, and hopefully everything goes well. Well. Finally made it. Four and a half hours later, here I am in beautiful downtown Sheridan, Arkansas. It's actually a pretty cool little town. I'll have to go explore some more later. Okay, here we are. It's Tuesday in Arkansas, and this is my next patient. Little bathroom in this house. It was built way back in the 1900s, 1940s to be exact. And somewhere along the way, somebody convinced somebody to take out the old, probably a bathtub, and put in this shower. The weird thing is they built these walls in about 6 or 8 inches on both sides to put in a smaller shower. There should be a 60-inch wide bathtub in there, and this one's probably 48 inches wide. So I'm sure there's going to be all sorts of surprises back behind here. I got some water damage down here in the walls that I'll get to take care of. There's a little bit of water damage over here. So this wall paneling is all going to come off and new drywall will go on. Hopefully it's not too bad. The biggest surprise I'm looking forward to is the window that's supposed to be right there. They literally covered up a window. Yeah, kind of a weird way to do it, but hey, who am I to judge? So let's get this thing started, and I will check back in with you probably tomorrow morning, I think, and just kind of do this maybe day by day. All right, here it is, the beginning, day one. Today is Wednesday, and there is the window I promised you. Just back there waiting, hiding for 10 or 15 years. That's going to be interesting trying to waterproof that, but I'll have to figure it out. Apparently back in the 40s, they used to use 1x8s behind all of the drywall material as a backer. So that'll be kind of nice to attach the new drywall to. That's probably why we don't have any more good wood. They used it all up. This is kind of cool too. Looks like this is a waterproofing material that was behind the original tub way back when. I can't tell what it is, but it looks like some sort of an asphalt and maybe like a burlap. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Digging into these old houses is always a learning experience. And it's usually a massive headache, but this is for a good friend of mine. I've known him since 7th grade. Shout out to Mrs. Taylor's English class. So he asked if I could come take care of this for him, and It's only 4.5 hours to get here. So let's see what we can get accomplished today. I'm gonna focus on the floor today, I think, to try and figure out what I need to do to make it as flat and or level as I can, to make sure that the tub is sitting properly, and also for the new flooring to go in and be nice and solid. Yeah, looking forward to it. Not really. All this old drywall here will probably come off. It's only 1/4 inch thick. Probably easier just to tear it off than to go over it and try and smooth that stuff out. But all right, here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a couple days since I recorded anything. One of the days I was just busy running around picking up parts and pieces, and nothing is close by, so it took me a good chunk of the day, and then I just got busy, and here we are. I have obviously gotten the bathtub installed, got the new valve installed, and built the little spacer wall there, and the pretty moisture resistant drywall is all on. Today's job is to at least get the majority of the mudding done on the drywall and get it drying, and then start working on this floor, putting it back together, making it all pretty. And the reason I don't have this covered up yet is because I like to leave my plumbing open as long as possible to make sure that it's not going to leak. So I try to leave it overnight at least, just to make sure, and everything is checking out good. So it's time to move on. Sunday morning, about 11:30. I've got all my texture on, just waiting for the ceiling to dry so I can sand it. Stuff takes forever when it's cold and damp, but what are you gonna do? A couple spots that I had to touch up again. This will be imperfect smooth. At least that's what I've always called it and what I've heard it called. So it's basically really flat, smooth walls, but there are little inconsistencies, like that little one right there. Just every once in a while, little spot there, stuff like that. So it's not totally perfectly glass smooth. I kind of like it better because it gives you something to look at when you're sitting in the bathroom, you know, hanging out. But yeah, it's coming along good. I just hate drywall because it takes forever. It's dusty, and but you know, I've got my fans here with me. That's probably my biggest fan right there. All right, moving on. I'm gonna turn the fans back on and go find something to do for a while. Maybe go explore the town. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for coming back. This is now Thursday, day 9, and everything is done. Everything is done. So I did new vinyl floors, new bathtub, new shower surround, new shower valve, same old toilet, same old sink. New paint. But the crown jewel of this is the window. These pieces here are stone sills that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. And obviously I just cut them down to fit. And then on the back edge here, I left the shower surround a little bit long all the way around the window. And the back of the sill pieces, I cut a groove in it and filled that groove with silicone, and then pushed it into or over the cut edge of the shower surround. So that sucker should be watertight like a duck's butt, as they say in these parts. Turned out good. Didn't have any major headaches, no catastrophes or anything like that. Just regular old surprises that popped up, but nothing too bad. I think it looks good. Time to clean up my mess now and move on and head out on to the next one.